Holy Week in the Oriental Orthodox Church is not something you explain. It's something that undoes you. You don't enter it as a spectator. You enter it as someone being exposed, because at the center of everything is not ritual, not tradition, not even memory. It is the living presence of Jesus Christ, and the unbearable honesty of standing before him as he walks toward his suffering. There is no distance. The prayers are long, yes, but after a while you stop measuring time. Your body gets tired, your thoughts wander, you try to focus again. And slowly, without realizing it, something begins to break. Your control, your pride, your sense that you are fine. The church does not entertain you. It confronts you. Every word that is read feels like it is aimed directly at the heart. Not loudly, not aggressively, but persistently. You hear about faithfulness, and you remember your inconsistency. You hear about love, and you see how conditional yours has been. You hear about watchfulness, and you realize how spiritually asleep you often are. And no one calls you out by name. Yet somehow, you feel known. That's the beginning. Then comes the deeper wound. The realization that the story unfolding is not just about them, not about the crowd, or the soldiers, or even Judas. It's about you, because if you are honest, you see pieces of yourself everywhere. In the fear that runs away, in the silence that refuses to speak truth, in the weakness that chooses comfort over sacrifice. Holy Week does not accuse you, it reveals you. And that is harder. And then, love appears, but not the kind people expect, not soft, not comforting, not easy. It is the kind of love that kneels without defending itself, the kind that gives without being asked, the kind that remains faithful, even when it is betrayed. And standing there, watching that kind of love, you realize how little you understand it. Because this love does not react. It does not protect its dignity. It does not demand fairness. It simply offers itself, completely, freely, and without condition. And that is where it becomes unbearable, because you begin to see that this love is being rejected, mocked, wounded, crucified, and still, it does not withdraw. The cross in the Oriental Orthodox experience is not just a symbol of suffering. It is the place where truth is fully revealed, who God is and who we are, and the two stand in painful contrast. God remains faithful. Man does not. God gives, man takes. God loves, man wounds, and yet God does not turn away. This is where something inside you either hardens or breaks. If you stay, if you don't run from it, you begin to feel a kind of sorrow that is different from ordinary sadness. It's not just grief over suffering. It's sorrow over distance, the distance between what you are and what you were created to be. The church doesn't rush you out of that place. It lets you sit there, in heaviness, in truth. And just when it feels like everything has reached its lowest point, when there's nothing left to say, nothing left to feel, something shifts, not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply. Because death, which seemed final, is no longer in control. And you realize something that cannot be explained, only experienced. That the same love that allowed itself to be crucified is stronger than the death that tried to contain it. And suddenly, everything you walked through makes sense, not intellectually, but existentially. The suffering was not weakness, the silence was not absence, the cross was not defeat. It was victory, hidden, patient, and absolute. And when that truth reaches the heart, even for a moment, it doesn't just make you happy. It changes the way you see everything. That is Holy Week in the Oriental Orthodox Church. Not a series of events, not a tradition, but an encounter that shows you the truth about God and the truth about yourself, and leaves you somewhere you weren't before.